The shadow in the afternoon sun. Have you ever felt as if your heart was drowning in darkness, even while you're living in the light? That afternoon, the sunlight poured like honey over the familiar village path. The last rays of the day filtered through the leaves, casting a mosaic of light and shadow on the ground. A young boy walked quietly, carrying a bag of bread his mother asked him to buy, his school bag swaying gently behind him. It was the path he walked every day, familiar down to every pebble and rustling leaf, yet today it felt strangely unfamiliar. His shadow stretched long on the ground, thin, distorted. It slithered along with every step, sometimes short, sometimes long, fading and reappearing. He stared at it as if searching for someone to pour his heart out to, but found no one. Earlier, his mother had scolded him for forgetting to set the dinner table. It wasn't a big deal, but it made him sad, like all his small efforts went unnoticed. Lately, he often felt a quiet sadness. At school, he studied hard, well-behaved, never troubling teachers or friends. At home, he helped his mother with chores, cooked, looked after his little sibling. But no one seemed to notice, no praise, no hugs. Everything he did felt like it was simply expected. The shadow beneath his feet followed him silently. No words, no response, just presence. Much like his feelings, real yet invisible. He stopped by an old stone bench under a banyan tree, where an elderly man with silver hair sat, eyes half closed in the shade. The boy didn't mean to say anything, just stopped to rest. But the old man suddenly spoke. "You're looking at your shadow, aren't you?" Startled, the boy nodded slightly. The man smiled, a gentle smile like the fading sun. "It's always there, isn't it? No one praises it, no one remembers it, but it always follows you, silently, like a faithful friend." The boy looked up, surprised. The old man continued, "You know, in life, there are people like that shadow. They're never loud, never ask for anything, but they're always there, watching over you, loving you quietly." The boy remained silent. In that moment, images flickered through his mind. His mother, rising early every morning to cook and clean. His father, quiet, often home late, but always placing a warm hand on the boy's head before bed. Words of love never spoken, but perhaps always there. In the evening sun, the shadow seems longer, more faded, but it's still yours. Just like emotions, like love, not everything real needs to be visible. The boy lowered his head, eyes beginning to sting. He had never thought of these things. He had always longed for recognition, for affection, forgetting that love doesn't always need words. The sky began to dim. The old man stood up, leaned on his cane, and walked slowly away. Before he left, he said, "Appreciate your shadow, and the people like it in your life. Because when you can no longer see your shadow, it means you've lost the light." The boy watched the man slowly disappear into the dusk, his silhouette blending into the twilight. When he turned back, the bench was empty. A soft breeze passed by. No one knew where the old man came from or where he went. The boy looked at his shadow again. Still there, still silent. But now he smiled. On the way home, his steps felt lighter. The evening breeze was cool, the sun now gentle. His shadow followed each step, longer, thinner, but no longer sad. Because now, he understood. Some things, though unspoken, are the most precious in life. That evening, after dinner, he quietly helped his mother with the dishes. She smiled, placing a gentle hand on his hair. "You've been such a good boy today. Thank you." Just a simple sentence, but to him it was like the last golden sunlight of the day. Soft, warm, and enough to light up his heart. And he knew that from now on, he would never feel alone again. Lesson. In life, not everyone who loves you will say it out loud. Some affections are like your shadow, silent, constant, never leaving your side. Be grateful, because as long as your shadow is with you, it means you're still being touched by light. Treasure those who quietly love you every single day.